Thanks so much for joining us on 13 News at noon. I'm Felicia Lawrence on the desk this afternoon for Karen Campbell. And we are now in day 7 of the Delphi murders trial. And yesterday, on day 6, we learned about the first time investigators interviewed Richard Allen. We also learned how they revisited him as a suspect years after the murders of Abby Williams and Libby German. The jury also saw pictures of more than 25 knives and box cutters they took from Allen's home, along with several phones and pagers. And they saw the gun. This is the gun that police believe Allen had that day. Our Bob Siegel was in the courtroom today for day 7 developments.
Day 7 of testimony here in the Delphi murders trial is really focused on walking the jury and everyone in the courtroom through the world of tool mark examination. This morning, the witness, Melissa Oberg, she used to work as an Indiana State Police firearm examiner, and she is the examiner who tested the bullet cartridge found at the crime scene where Abby and Libby were murdered and compared that to evidence found from Richard Allen's home, including a gun that was taken during a search warrant there. Oberg spent an hour just walking the jury through what is tool mark examination. How does it work? How does she do her job? At one point, she took out an actual gun and put a cartridge into that gun, standing about 10 feet away from the jury, and she was able to cycle a cartridge, cycle a bullet, a round through that firearm so the jury could see exactly what she was talking about. From there, then she started showing photographs of the actual cartridge that was found at the crime scene, and coming up, we expect her to explain how she was able to match that up and match that cartridge to a gun that was found in Richard Allen's home. So today, very technical testimony, but important testimony, because that single cartridge found at the crime scene is one of the main pieces of evidence that has allowed state police and the prosecutor to allege that Richard Allen is the man who killed Abby and Libby. We'll have more on the testimony, a lot more coming up today from day 7 of testimony here in Delphi. Back to you.
All right, Bob Siegel in Delphi right now, headed back to the courtroom. So every weeknight at 10, we take a closer look at the testimony. You can watch our Delphi debrief on WTHR Plus, the streaming app. That show also airs at 9 a.m. WTHR Plus is a free download on Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and Roku.